hands either side at lower ribs. So find lower ribs, hands either side. And then tall posture, tongue to roof the mouth, and then just breathe into your hands. Feel them widen, the ribs laterally, rather than just breathing vertically. But what we're going to try and do is, a lot of people at the time, we don't realise like one side's harder than the other. So I'm going to just do watch one. I'm going to breathe into just the left side. Just the left, move out, let it in, and then swap in the right. And what you'll find, you doing exactly what I did, looking down to see what's moving, and then we're affecting our neck posture. Still try and stay nice and tall, but just feel it. One side and the other. Just working on moving those ribs and feeling those ribs. And you might notice like often sort of a little twist, and I can push it out, but then I'm lacking that movement in the back. So thumb can be feeling the back, hands are feeling on the outside, and trying to get that expansion sort of three-dimensionally. And feel how one feels potentially better than the other, and that's fine. Whichever one feels like a bit stuck. Often if people are right-handed, the left side is more difficult to move, so you can practice brushing your teeth with your left hand, that type of thing. But then, does one feel more difficult than the other?
I feel like my right feels a bit stuck down, but
Yeah.
I noticed that through the front as well. I often get stuck
Yeah.
to the liver.
Well, let's get in there with your fingers, massage a little bit underneath the ribs, right down to the corner. And then even you'll feel it, like the bottom rib coming right down. If you get all the way round towards the bottom as well, whoa, you feel some stuff that's just stick and not used to moving. So you've got other stuff in there like QL if we start to get deep and that sort of stuff, but just trying to, one, loosen off, two, the touching will help loosen or make connection to the brain.
Are you best to do that to breathe out and then have a dig, or would you does it not
just
really
try
matter?
to just try to relax the stomach muscles and then go back. If he's tight and stuck down like any muscle, he gets a bit gnarly. And then go back to there and try to, that's actually out my right side quite a bit. So I was feeling like some decent movement of the rib here, but I was like down this bottom portion where my thumb would be, not really expanding at the back there.
No, left definitely feels freer. I've got some work to do through here.
So being able to distinguish between the two. We're not symmetrical beings, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but then if you've like done a bit of practice that, then you can go back to both. And often we start to get better connection, nicer sensation of expanding together.
Yeah.
The other thing you can think about is, and this will happen for a lot of the time, if we're not expanding well and one side's a bit stuck down to the other, is the timing of that. So think about when I take my next inhale, the next inhale, are they actually moving at the same time, or does like the right go first and then the left follow it? So trying to get a little bit more even in the expansion, but also the timing. Nice. And it's like not huge movements when we're doing small breaths. This is the other thing to think about. Like at rest, if I do real silent, quiet, my rest, we're not moving. So I'm not exercising. I don't need to be breathing big breaths. I'm not exercising. We're not doing anything. So my breathing should be relatively calm, light. That was 2 breaths then from me. Silent, you shouldn't be able to hear it. And the movement, there might have been like a little bit of movement of the ribs, a little bit of movement of the diaphragm, but we don't need to breathe big when we're not needing a huge oxygen demand, because literally we're just stood here not doing anything, trying to help make a video.
Yeah, that definitely feels like it's come online now. It feels like that's how it's meant to move now.
Yeah. So we can practice that as well as just practicing and moving together. Sometimes it's quite nice to feel one side compared to the other, notice which side feels easier for you, and then we can actually spend a bit more time practicing or loosening off one side compared to the other, then build it then back in together and build it into the synchronization of them going together. Hope that helps. Keep it nasal.